You guys, where you are watching me from, you are highly welcome. Thank you guys for coming. God bless you. My name is Florence Simpa. This afternoon, I'm going to be talking about how I got my Italian driving license. That's our topic today, how I got my Italian driving license. When I came to Italian, the story begins like this. When I came to Italian, I don't know how to speak Italian language. It took me how many years before I was able to learn. When I came, even to say go or come, I don't know how to speak it. So I was always inside the house reading Italian book, watching TV with Italian language. From there I begin to pick. I was now picking up with my Italian language, and I was now also reading all this novel on that have to do with Italian. So all those things, it helped me a lot, okay, to learn my Italian language. I always go to class. I don't have to look for all these Italian courses on YouTube. I was not studying with them, all this A to Z Italian language. I was not studying with them. I read the Italian word. I will also go to all these words translation. Any new words I hear, I will go there. I will translate. I will also learn it. That was how I was now coping with my Italian language. So as time goes on, after 1 year, I was like, I have to go and put in Italian school. So I was now going to Italian school in the city that is close to me here. So I go to that school. I was now learning. I went to that Italian A1. I started with that one because I already know the little basis of Italian language, because I was always studying at home and watching TV and learning and listening to all this music with Italian. So by so doing, then I learnt this. I went to Italian school. I was now going every day, Monday to Friday, and sometimes to be like twice. It was this one was going to it was twice in a week, Wednesday and Friday. To start like 10, sometimes we start 10 o'clock, then we'll close at 12 o'clock. It was this 10 o'clock class. We'll close 12 o'clock. So as time goes on, I saw that my Italian was now getting better. Then what I did, I was like, it's time for me to register in Italian driving school, because if you come to any country, your mobility is very very important. Without mobility, you will not be able to go far. If there is job offer for you, if you don't have mobility, you cannot do well. For example, there sometimes you have your job, for example, to be in the morning. If you don't have mobility, don't have a car, how will you go? And if don't also employ you for work, the first thing they will ask you is that do you have driving license? If you say no, it will be very difficult before any company will call you to come and work with them. Hello Soraya, welcome. Good afternoon, how are you? Saruja, welcome. Hello. Today we're talking about how I got my Italian driving license, okay? If you know you're also Italian, you will know what I mean. When I came to Italian newly, how are you? How are you doing? How you doing? How you doing, guys? My name is Florence Simpat, okay? Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate you, okay? I'm talking about how I got my Italian driving license. When I came to Italian newly, I don't know how to speak Italian, even go or come. I don't even know it. Do you know what I did? I was now studying Italian, watching all this Italian movie, watching cartoon. I was now watching cartoon, an adult like me. I was now watching cartoon. I hope you guys can hear me. I was watching cartoon just that I will be able to learn the language. It took me almost 1 year before I learned the language. So I was watching cartoon, reading all this Italian book, all this Italian short story. I was watching all the film with Italian. So as time goes on, after 1 year, hello Tengaya, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Thank you for joining me, guys. How are you? How are you guys doing? So I'm talking about, where are you streaming from, please? I'm streaming from Italy. I'm talking about how I got my journey on how I got my Italian driving license today. So I said, as a non Italian speaking citizen, when I came before, As I came to Italian newly, I don't know how to speak Italian language. I was just there. So do you know what I did? In case of those people that just come, that arrive in Italian newly, okay, to help you, my own explanation to also help you, okay. When I came to Italian, I don't know how to speak Italian language, okay? Because where I'm from Nigeria, we speak English, you understand? So when I arrived here in Italian, I don't know how to speak Italian language. You know what I did? I was now watching all these Italian film, watching cartoon. Do you get? I was watching cartoon and listening to music with Italian. That was how, as time goes on, I also went to YouTube. I searched for all these Italian teachers with that, all this teacher that is Italian. Hi, Equalite, welcome. How are you? Good afternoon. Hello. I'm talking about how I got my Italian driving license, guys. It's very important. So, as I was now learning Italian step by step, I was now learning Italian with all those Italian teachers I was teaching on YouTube. You get my point? Every day I would go there. The Italian, I was not learning, I was not watching all this Nigerian movie anymore. I was not watching. What I was doing was reading Italian, watching film with Italian, all just to socialize with and to know more about the country. Do you understand? As time goes on, after 1 year, I went to register because that time when I arrived at Italian, it was the time of coronavirus. That was the period I came to Italian. Do you get? That time you cannot even go out, no, you cannot go to school, everybody was just at home. That was the period I came to Italian. So that period, it was very somehow. So what I did was, because I was unable to go to physical class or this Italian class to go and learn Italian. So what I did was that I was watching film, Italian film, watching cartoon and reading with Italian books. That was how I learned Italian. I was now having a little basic of Italian. So after the coronavirus, what I did was that I went to register for Italian language. That Italian language was held just twice in a week. That was every Wednesday and every Friday. After everything, what I do was that in the morning, the class was held every 10 o'clock on Wednesday and 10 o'clock on Friday, 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So after I will take train to that place. When I take train, I also take train going, I also take train coming back. So as time goes on, I continue. I was going to the class. I started with A1. That was the first level. Guys, you guys are welcome. The first level I started with was A1. That was what I, because I already know the basis. So it's different for people that don't know the basis. The people that don't know the basis at all will start from zero. Okay, me that was studying already at home, I was doing all those things time of that coronavirus. I started from A1 because I already know a little of the basic. So as time goes on, I was now studying with Italian, there's EO, all those things in the basic, the first basic. Thank you for the like, guys. Please give this video more like, please, to show that we are doing well. So as time goes on, I was studying with Italian in Italian school, all this Italian language for adults. That was where I was going to. So as time goes on, I was now getting better with the Italian. Not that, not too much, but at least I was able to understand. You know, understanding a language is the first step to learning a language. So I can understand little by little. I begin to communicate little by little. But the first thing that I learned was how to understand the language. When somebody is talking with me, when somebody demonstrates, you guys are welcome. I was able to understand. I can say, okay, this is what this person is trying to say. If they say go and bring that cup, with the demonstration, I can be able to understand. So I was able to understand the language through demonstration. That was the first thing. In the school, they will be teaching me. It's not only me, all these Marokino, many people, all these foreigners, they were there with me in the school. Everybody was learning the language. Everybody was just there. So I just try. What I did was I just try to learn some of the basic for me to just be able to communicate, because in this place, if you don't know how to communicate with Italian, nobody will employ you. It will be difficult before you see job. Do you understand? And to even socialize, if you don't know how to communicate, it will be very difficult. So that was how, thank you guys for coming. That was how I was now going to the school every Wednesday and every Friday. I was going to the school steady for a while, because the school A1 will take you 1 year. You understand? I went to the first set of A1. I was now going to the school. What I did after I know that I know the basic of Italian a little, then I went to put in for my driving school. Do you understand? The driving school was close to my school, my language school also. So if I finish from my language school, I will enter driving school. Driving maybe on Wednesday, driving school was around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I will enter. Sometimes driving school is in the morning. It used to start around 10 o'clock. It will also finish around 12 o'clock. The day I did not go to language school in the morning, I'll go to driving school for theory in the morning. Then not go in the morning, I will go to language school in the morning. I'll go to driving school in the afternoon, like 10 o'clock, and finish like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So that's how I was just doing it. I was just going and coming, going and like that. Do you know what they did for me? As I registered, the first thing they gave me was that manual, that driving school manual, the big manual. Call say you're welcome, they gave me that driving manual every to go and study. Yes, that was what they did for me. As I register, they gave me that big manual, that book. No mean that I don't know too much of Italian. And the driving lesson, the language is different from normal language. That was how I went there. I was just studying in the first month, second month. If I go to the class, look as if I don't even know what I'm doing. If I'm just there, just looking at the teacher, I will not even understand. I'm good, Ravi. Good afternoon, Ravi. I'm good. How is everything with you? If I just call me, I'm talking about my journey of how I got my driving license in Italian. So as I was saying, that was how I would just go, I would just do it like that and like that. So if I go to the class, look as if the things they are just talking, the things just entering my ear and going out. I went to the class for 1 month. I will come out, I will be complaining, I don't understand. You know what, they also gave me a quiz. Okay, if you register, they will give you their driving license manual. Okay, you're Indian from Nigeria, you're welcome. They will give you their driving license manual. Then they will give you a site, their app, where you will be learning, where you will be doing quiz, where you will be doing practice, to make sure that you are kicking up, that you are okay. You understand? When it's time for the, please guys, give this video some thumbs up, okay, so that people will also benefit. Bye, thank you, Ravi. Bye, thank you for coming. Bye. Bye bye, thank you. So please guys, power tap on this on your screen, so that people that are coming, they will also benefit and come and learn also. Okay, so that was how I was just doing it. So if you register, they will give you your driving license manual, the one you will study, and they will also give you the app, the school app. Okay, where you will be doing your driving test practical. So they also gave it to me. So when I will go home, I was reading the book and reading the book. I don't understand anything. I did not give up. I continued to push. I continued to push. I was reading it. I was reading it and reading it and reading it and reading it. I did not give up. You know what I did? Continuously, I was just doing it, reading and reading and reading and reading. That was how, when it was not after 3 months, I was now understanding what they are saying. If I go to class, I will come back home, I will read. If I go, I will read. That one was every of my thinking was just all about my driving test, my driving test, my driving test. If I even sleep itself, I'll be dreaming to see driving test. Wake up, go and read. Wake up, go and read. You know, because it's not easy, especially for we that is foreigners that are not they will not allow you to write the exam with English. So you have to write it by force with Italian. So what I did, I was just reading and reading and reading. If I'm even sleeping, I'll be seeing myself in the dream reading Italian book. Can you imagine? I was even dreaming and seeing myself reading, to the extent that I will be reading all my brain, everything I'm thinking about is the test, is the manual. Because if you fail, because in my time when I wrote the exam, is 30 question. This 30 question, you will fail theory. If you fail 4, that means that exam is cancelled, you did not pass. Do you know what it means to fail 4 questions? You have already prepared, you have paid for it. If you fail it, you have to start again from the scratch. Do you know? So for me not to fail, so the thing took me time, it took me time before I did my theory, because I prefer to do something once, and do it well. Okay, those of you that just coming in, you people are welcome. I prefer to do the things once and do it very well. Do you understand? So I'll just studying and doing practices and doing practices. Do you know there was also one of my teacher that I was also following on YouTube. His name is Teacher Ose. This teacher, when you are on YouTube, always have lectures in the evening. I will go there, teach other students like me. You will be communicating, we will be responding, we will be doing quiz together. You will bring past question, they will solve it. You will read the Italian language, you will read the questions with Italian, they will now interpret it with English. That teacher really did a lot for me. He did a lot of work. I was always following. If I read with Italian, I will go back. When it's online, I will go there. I will go and learn with English, because he used to explain with English. He will explain, he will break the words down. He will tell you this words in Italian, in English it means this. If this was in Italian, this was, it means this in English. So from there I was now picking up my quiz. When I'm doing quiz, I also downloaded other type of app for to be doing quiz. I was just doing quiz and doing quiz. If I do quiz with the one of the school, I will do quiz with the one of the app I downloaded. I was just doing it. There's one they call Guida Eva. If you know you are practicing for your Italian test, driving test, that Guida Eva app is very good to also help you. I'll downloaded that one. I'll use that one to support the app they gave me in the school. Okay, I was doing that one, I was doing this one. If I finish from the one of the school, I will enter the app of my own app I downloaded. I use up to like 4 different app just to be doing test. I will also on my laptop, there's this test that the state recognize. Okay, if you on your laptop, the test is online. E help me also to practice. I was just practicing with it. I will practice, I will practice. That was what I was just doing. So when e got to October, the school have to call me. They told me that it's time for you to come and write. It was October I wrote my Italian theory. So they called me and say, Florence, it's time for you to write your theory, because I was always once I was telling them in May that I want to write my driving test, it's taking time, I'm prepared. They told me that no, you have to continue. When you are ready, when you are prepared, we the school we will know. I was thinking that maybe they don't want me to write, because I was always pressurizing them and saying, no, I want to write, I must write now, I know I am prepared. They told me that, Florence, calm down, we are still seeing indeed that you are still having some errors. Okay, if you are still having like 6 error, 4 error, where do you think you are going? You have to still do more practice. And the son was like, lis ten to my mother. What my mother is saying is true, you have to lis ten. If not, you will not it will not go well. Maybe if you go there, for example, you might end up failing it. If the one of the school and where you are practicing is different. So I was now going to school to go and do it practice, to go and do practice theory quiz. I was not doing it every day. I will get some 0 error, some I will get 2 error, some I will get 1 error, some I will get 3, some I will get 4. It was now reducing from 4 to 2, from 4 to 1, from 4 to 0 sometimes. So I was not conversant with the question. So e now get to October, they have to call me and say, your time is almost expired, because it's 1 year. Your time is almost expired, because you have to go and write your exam. It's time for you to go and write it. We know that you can do it. Now it's time. So that morning, say you have to come 7 o'clock. That morning I went there around 7. Myself and other people, 2 white girls and one other black lady, we went there. The son was like, you 2 people, you 2 black girls, hope you people are prepared, because you have to be prepared and pass this test. I was like, okay, I'm prepared. The rest of them was studying inside the car as they were going to the exam hall. Me, I don't like to disturb. I don't want to even disturb myself again. I don't want to even think about it. I don't want to even be fidgeting and going into a state of anxiety. I will not be scared. I did not even touch my book. I did not even read again. So the boy was like, you, everybody is reading. Won't you read? I was like, no, I'm okay. So he took us there to the exam hall with computer and everything. They search us, they search all our body. If you are enjoying the story, please give this video some thumbs up, please. Let me know that people are enjoying it. They have to search my body, search everywhere to make sure, because the exam is very serious, to make sure that you are not with anything that will implicate you. So as we went inside, they searched my body. They told me to drop my bag. I dropped my bag. I dropped my phone. I dropped everything somewhere. So they gave me my seat. I went to sit down. When I sat down, they on the computer. Everybody already sat down. Where everywhere was silent, no noise. Even if pen fall, everybody will hear that pen fell. So everybody was just silent. I was just praying, God, please help me. You know how long I'll be preparing for this driving test. I can't afford to fail it. God, please just help me, because I'll be preparing and preparing. I don't used to sleep. I don't used to rest. If I'm eating, I was thinking of driving. If I'm eating, I'll be thinking of theory tests. I say, God, please help me. Oh. I even pay for earpiece, because that earpiece will help you. If you are not hearing the language very well, the thing will be reading it to your ear. When it's reading it, it will be sounding as if it's somebody that is reading it to you. Then with that, we pick up. I pay for that earpiece. When I pay for it, the cost is 30 euro. I pay 30 euro to have that earpiece. When I even got there sef, the earpiece was not even, I didn't even use it again. I just kept it one side because I want to concentrate. I just sat down, just answering some of the question. I was answering some one that is wrong. I just still cancel this and that. That was how I was just doing it. It was 30 question. So when it was 30 minutes, they told us to stop. The computer off, everything off by itself. Once it was 30 minutes, the computer off, nothing was on again. Then later they told us to go outside. So we went outside with our instructor. All of them was outside. They came outside. So they have to now call our instructor inside that carried us there. When they call him, he went there. Getting there, they told him who passed, and somebody that did not pass, that will come and write again. So when the instructor came out, I was afraid. I was just like, oh God, hope I pass. I was just scared. I was like, I hope I pass this test. I cannot afford to fail. Oh. I was just there. I was just scared. So later, he came. First of all, he called the name of the two white girls. He was now telling them that, you people pass. He called the other one name, because those ones I've written like 3 times, they did not pass. Now this time they passed. Both of them passed. They now called the other black girl. He was like, my dear, you failed 4 questions. Remember, it's 30 question fail theory. She failed 4 questions. You're like, you did not pass, you have to write again. Me now, I was just there. I was like, God, I hope I pass. I was like, what about me? Then he told me that I pass. My dear, oh, my dear, you need to see the joy in me that day. I was just jumping up, jumping up, jumping up. People were thinking maybe my enemy is not okay. They're like, what is wrong with this girl? I'm like, people don't understand the kind of joy I have, because for me to be preparing for this thing every day, I don't used to rest. I don't used to sleep. Every day quiz, every day quiz, every day quiz. That time my younger brother will also be telling me, go and read. If once you just come back like this, we will say, have you do test today? If I even see him, I'll be running, because I know that is the thing you want to tell me. Once you just call me, I'll say, he's coming again. If next thing, I'll go on my computer. Then if you see me, you say, okay, you are doing your test. That was how everything, every time, like, God, finally all this test of 18 is over. God, though, because I cannot afford to start from square one again. You know what it means when somebody fail now? You have to start from the beginning, start reading it from the beginning again. That stress, my dear, that what I did. I was jumping up, jumping. Now finally I have gotten the theory. Oh God, thank you, Jesus. Inside the car when we are going back, I was just jumping up, jumping up, jumping up. The joy in me was just too much. The two white girls like, you take it easy. I'm like, if it is you don't know what the reason why I'm jumping up, because to write theory test once and you pass it once, oh, you don't know what God have done for you. A lot of people in this Italian, the lot of Africans that came before me, they have been in this country for many years. Lot of them could not have this document. They could not have this Italian driving theory. They could not pass it once, let alone me that just alive. God did it for me. There was one of my friend that time now, one lady like that. She was like, she have written this Italian driving test for more than 5 times that she have written her own. She have written more than 5 times. She continue to fail. Can you imagine? Another one said she have written her own more than 8 times. Do you know what it means? For me to write my own just once, I sat for it once and I pass it once. Do you know what it is? I was just jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping. At least the delay was not a waste. When they were telling me, wait, I wish I hurry to go and do that driving license. I wish I did not listen to them when they were telling me to wait and wait and wait. Maybe my enemy would have failed it. But thank God I made it. Thank God I was able to pass that theory aspect. And today I have the theory. Another day I will tell you the story on how I passed the practical exam. Today is all about the theory, how I passed the theory driving license of Italian. If you have driving license in Italian, you know what God did for you. If you don't have it driving license, to get a job here, is very difficult, because you might be living in the village. How can you, because where I'm living is in the village, not even in the city, where you will see bus, where you will see train running 247. In the village, who will carry me, who will help me? My life, it was just like if my life depend on this driving license, because I know when I'm working, I will need this driving license, because where I am, first thing they will ask you is that if you are looking for work, they will ask you, do you have driving license? If you say no, you will not get job easily like that. It's difficult, especially where I'm living, because it's very far from the city. I wish it's in the city. I wish I'm living in the city. It wouldn't have been a lot of problem, but in the village, before you get a train, who will even help you? Who will even carry you to go and take train? Nobody will even help you. Nobody. So you now go and be looking for all these your fellow African people to help you. You'll be paying money. There's nothing like you have your own, my dear. There is nothing like you have your own license, and it's better you have the license. When you have money, you will now buy a car. Do you understand? It's better you. There are some people, they have the car, they don't have the license to drive it. Do you understand? So I'm encouraging you today. I'm Florence Impact encouraging you guys today, okay? That if you don't have your Italian drive, if you are living in Italian, if you are living in any Europe country, if you are living in US, if you are living in UK, anywhere you are living, if you don't have your driving license, even if you are in Nigeria, if you are in Ghana, anywhere you are, please, if you are in Kenya, if you are in India, anywhere you are, please try to have your driving license. Is very important. Do you know driving license open way for you, open lot of opportunity for you. Next time I'm going to tell you what driving license, the kind of opportunity when you have a driving license, the kind of doors it will open for you when you have your driving license. Do you hear me? It is very important, okay? If you don't have it, try go and get your own. Do you hear? Go and get your own. Today I'm talking about the theory part, okay? Don't be scared if you are living in this country where they don't speak English, okay? If I can have it, you can have it. Do you hear me? If I can have my own is with me. I am happy to have my own. Thank God that I have my own today. Do you hear me? When you are doing that thing, you be thinking maybe the thing will not be, it will not be over, but it will be over today. Now it's just as if I did not pass through all those stress anymore. Today I'm more relaxed. I'm not thinking about driving license anymore. I'm thinking about something else. Do you get? So you too can also have your own. Okay, don't give up. You can also have yours. Do you hear me? Try as much as possible to have your own driving license. As you do so, I know that God will help you. So don't allow the cost. Some people are saying the thing is very expensive. Yes, it's expensive. That's why you have to study, so that you not waste your money. Do you hear me? It's expensive. That is the major reason why you have to study, so that you will not waste your money. Okay, so that you will not waste your money, because you have to study. At least you will pass it. You will know what you pay for. Do you get? When you study very well, you pass it, you know what you pay for. Okay, that your money was not a waste. Some people will try to discourage you not to do it, that you are wasting your time, you are wasting your money, you will fail it. No, you will not fail. Okay, just try as much as possible to go and acquire your driving license. It's very, very important. Okay, tomorrow, by the grace of God, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to continue from where I stopped, on how I got my Italian driving license finally, on how I did the practical aspect. Do you hear me? Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about that one tomorrow, okay? Thank you guys for coming. If you're just coming for the first time, you are highly, highly welcome, okay? Thank you guys for joining me today. I really appreciate. Ravi, you are welcome. Thank you for joining me. Conti, thank you for joining me. Echo Light, thank you for joining me. Tengang, thank you for joining me. Saruva, thank you for joining me. Okay, thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate you. And you guys that are also watching me, thank you guys for joining me. Okay, tomorrow I'm going to tell you guys on about the practical aspect. Okay, thank you guys for joining me. God bless you. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, see you guys later. Okay, thank you. Please, if you don't have your driving license, try as much as possible to go and have your own. If this is your first time of coming, please give this video some like. Help me, please help me. Okay, help me to share this live video to encourage others that are losing hope, that they can also make it, that they can also have their driving license. Okay, help me to encourage others. Help me, you can help me, one, by sharing it, by liking it, and by subscribing. That is the way you can help me. That is the way you can support me. Do you hear me? Support me by liking it, by sharing it, and by subscribing. And you can also support me whenever I'm on live video. Come here and discuss with me. We all will sit down, we will discuss, we will talk about it. Do you hear me? Anything that is bothering you, you are free to come and tell me. My name is Florence Impact. I'm a storyteller also. I tell stories on my page also. Do you hear me? I tell very, very interesting topic when you will come here, and things that will also benefit us, things that will also improve our life. When you will come here, I believe that you will not live here empty. You will live here blessed, and you will live here impacted. Okay, thank you very much. Please give this video some like. Okay, give it some thumbs up, give it some like. Okay, to like the video is free, you don't pay for it. Okay, it's very free. And to subscribe is free, you don't pay for it, you don't pay for subscribing. Subscribe. And to share the video is free, you don't pay for sharing it. You don't also pay for sharing the video. Okay, you just for you to press the button of share, then you share it. Do you hear me? So that those people that want to also learn, those people are also thinking in their room, they want to have their driving license in Italian all over the world, they can also come and learn from it on how I got my own driving license. Do you hear me? Give this video some like, give it subscribe, and give it some share. That is the only way you can help me. That is the only way you can support me. Do you hear me? Thank you very much again. Once again, it's your girl Florence Impact, the storyteller. Tomorrow, I will come here to tell you interesting topic on how I did my practical theory exam, the challenges, the good and the bad side, and the success at last. Do you hear me? Tomorrow I'll come here and also tell you about that one. Okay, thank you guys for joining me. God bless you. Bye bye.